Welcome to another episode of my Kingdoms of Amalur playthrough. Today we are starting out back in Hill. I don't really think this is a good area for me yet. I should really be more between this and Gorhard. Gorhard we are actually done with, but yeah, I should still be taking care of East Odarath. But yeah, last time we took on a quest here and I would rather do that now instead of leaving that to linger. Despite the fact that I know that these forest critters can easily be the end of me. So yeah, we're going to start off by trying to finish that quest. I think we're looking for some Felon or Brother Felon or something, I don't know. And from that point on, we'll have to see. There are a few things that I would like to do. I don't think we'll do everything today, but let's see. First up, I'm already pulling these guys. I did a few things in between episodes. Updated the spreadsheet to keep track of my progress and everything. And I even went back to Gorhard. Looted it for all it's worth. Apart from maybe a few chests here and there, which I couldn't get without villager attention. Okay, be careful about these guys. These are tougher enemies than you would expect. But yeah, I also went back there and paid the trainer at the bar in order to get the skill point in Detect Hidden. So basically we are done with Gorhard. All the quests are done and everything, and there isn't really anything to do unless we have to go back there for other quests in the future. Okay, trying to stay away from that dude. The boggarts can infect me with blood plague, and I would rather like to avoid that. But yeah, when it comes to detect hidden, I think I'm like 2 skill points from getting the hidden doors to unlock for me. Which I don't know if we even have come across any of those, but I would rather like to get that early on. So I would need to find the next basic trainer, pay them, and then from that point on invest another skill point. We might try and do some of it today. But yeah, since I'm already broke, I'm glad that I found this hidden chest over here. Decided to open it up while recording, so let's see what's inside here. Okay, we get a scepter, which isn't really all that amazing. Vile longsword with bleeding damage. This might also be an azurite. Oh no, that's definitely iron, I think. Looking at the other. It's not a good one, might be steel. Level requirement 1 is very low, but we get bleeding and poison damage. So I'm going to keep and disassemble it at some point. But yeah, let's see. So first up we're gonna do the quest, and then maybe we'll skip ahead by a few areas and try to get into the first big city in this game, where we can find the detect hidden dude, the next trainer. Also the trainer for blacksmithing, which is nice. So from that point on we could actually invest more points in there by leveling up. Right now if I want to make use of the trainers, I can't do that anymore, because that would basically get me out of range for their services. Yeah, first we're gonna take care of these bandits here. Okay, finally. That made his head spin quite a bit. Okay, we can also loot the cart, which we should do. We get a plague shield here. The thing is, Hill has an overarching storyline going on. That's the case for a few towns, not really with Gorhard, but for example, Kenarok has the whole spider thing. Kenarok is the town where I have my house, which we got a few episodes ago. Been going back and forth there in order to keep track of the stuff that I really need and stash away the things that I want for later. Anyway, we got a corpse to loot, so let's do that now. Silver talisman, don't care much about that. Beads, which I can't even junk, so these are quest items, gold coins, and yeah, a message to Brother Fallon. Let's inspect it. I would never deny you the right to truth, but the fact remains I am not trusted as you are, even though who we are and what we do is not so very different. Speaking of our work, there is troubling news from town. Boggarts are out in numbers, which of course means blood plague. Yeah, I've talked about that before. If Astrid does not send for you in several days, you might make the trip yourself. The town will need the medicine. Every day there are more of them right at our doors. Yours, Luminitza. We might just take that one and... yeah, at least this gives us some idea of what happened to Brother Fallon. He is lying right there. Actually looks a bit like Geralt from Witcher. With a beard and the ponytail and everything. Anyway, let's make our way back up to the mission and report what we found here. That's the bandit hole which we took care of the last time around. Might also get a few more items here. I think I should be able to loot these things. Oh god, more boggarts. Yeah, they are really tough. I'm not doing as much damage here as I would really like to. And there are more coming in. Oh god, there's also bears. Thankfully they are fighting the boggarts, so I'm not having to deal with all of them. Okay, just trying to stay away from them. Okay, I got my ultimate loaded up. Dispose of one of them. And that should be the last guy done. I'm not going to run after them in order to take care of the others. I'm just looting what I can. Come on. Don't be like that. Thank you, finally. Crosshair, I mean... These things aren't all too bad for crafting, so I like having some of them. There we can now report that we found the brother, and honestly, just from looking at this guy, they might actually be identical twins. I'm not entirely sure. Looking mighty similar to the other dude that we found on the road.
So Brother Fallon is dead upon the road, and with Mitharu now. Thank you for returning his beads. You should know, we have a tradition. Rather than bury prayer beads, they are passed on to some other believer. Tell me, do you adhere to Mitharu's creed?
Does Mitharu's creed include killing anybody that I deem fit to do so with?
To honor and uphold the forces of order and good. Our religious mission is to see chaos and suffering laid low beneath Mitharu's hammer.
I mean, I end up doing that most of the time, so I guess, yeah, why not? I don't really worship him, but I support the creed.
Mitharu is not a jealous power. You are still a child of order if you do good. Keep the beads and do as I tell you. At each mission, Odrig's, Edric's, and our own, there is a special shrine to Mitharu. Go you and pray at each one, and the power of Mitharu will grant your beads great and greater strength. Mitharu watch and guide you always.
So much about returning to Gorhard, I guess. So first up, we're gonna go to... oh no, we can go to the shrine, not the well. I'm an idiot. Okay, next one would be in Gorhard, and for that I'll just fast travel. Funnily enough, the last one is actually pretty close to where I want to go anyway, so we might just do that. Visa is going to take some time getting into. It's usually part of the main quest, but it's thankfully the way the game handles this is it allows you to do some of these things without actually having to do the entire main quest, so it's kind of detached. If you don't get in there before doing the main quest up until this point, it will be part of the main quest, but you can also do whatever you need to beforehand. Lightning damage. Buckler, I mean, that's a pretty decent one. I mean, it's a really decent one. I mean, thanks to the plus 15 armor there, but I think I prefer my own one still with all the gems and everything. Daggers, don't care. Money, do care, but not really too much to talk about there. Oh, there's another chest right here. I don't know why they just have their stuff out here like that. But yeah, I'm not going to complain too much, I'll just take it. I mean, yeah. Might also sell the junk, I really want my money back if I can. Another thing I want to talk about today is the questing and everything in this game.
You're welcome in my shop anytime, and please enjoy a discount on all services and merchandise.
Nice. I have no idea what the thing is that does the sound in the background. But then let's sell all the junk. I mean, 8k, that's pretty good for what little stuff I got here. Is there something upstairs? Oh, maybe this might be a hidden door later down the line. I'm gonna check something real quick. Skills, detect hidden enemies facing, so that doesn't really explain the sound. Maybe I'm getting the sound too early and it should be happening with a higher level. But I noticed that before. It might have been when I was at this exact skill level for detect hidden. So yeah, we are going to try and find the next guy, and I hopefully will have enough money by the time. So back to... Yeah, I think I want to approach it from here. The thing is, the next area is always dangerous, and me being at this level and not even really that capable in this place, I don't think this is the best idea, but I hope I don't need to do too much fighting. Maybe I want to go through here. There is something else that I want to unlock if I'm able to. I mean, it's not really anything dangerous, so shouldn't be a problem. Okay, here we go. Just a few more enemies. There's also a guard there, which I think is coming to my aid, and I absolutely appreciate the help. Ah, not on me. Hit those guys. I mean, if we could actually hit with the sword, he would do a decent amount of damage. Yeah, they are disassembling those beasts in a few swings here and there. If only they had a bit more precision with what they are trying to hit. Okay, let's ignore that guy and just let's try to run through here. This might actually be a longer undertaking, but I would like to attempt this today.
My. Is Starcamp being visited by a goddess? Are they all as beautiful as you? Maybe I should slap on a habit and join the mission down the road. You're in Starcamp, home of the Traveller's Dove. Now, I don't suppose you came here by accident. Ask Dove. Ask to join our number.
No thanks. But yeah, I'll hear you out first.
Well, I've seen fist-sized rubies, living people made of vines, and I've even seen a Jotun cry. But this is a first. Why join? The Travelers are renowned rogues, thieves, and all-around good folk. If you live in the shadows, away from the law, we're for you. You want riches? We'll help you take them. You want fame? They'll sing songs of you forever. Want adventure? Look no further.
So yeah, this is another big faction, and yeah, you know my stance on factions. I like them, but I would rather do all the quests at once, so need to be higher level and therefore currently not interested.
Oh, you're breaking my poor heart, Dove, just like Krilgarin. But I trust you'll come to regret your mistake. When such a time has reached you, see me again. I'll be right here. But feel free to explore the camp if you so like.
The good thing is we don't need to join these guys in order to get into the camp anyway. So let's do that and go through there. I think that's going to bring me my target the closest and without too much running through yeah, unsafe areas. Can also get a few things on the way, and the cool thing is this area is actually really useful. We have some trainers in here. We have the first guy that we can interact with to sell some of our illegitimate items. So things that may have not started out as ours, but yeah, that might be something for later. I could also do that between episodes, just going back to my house in Kenarok and grabbing all the loot that I just want to sell. Steel longsword, nothing too crazy, so let's just chunk that one. But yeah, it's a pretty good area for later. Oh, 5% chance. I might wanna do that. Let's go and replace the anti-bleeding ring. 20 mana, it's not bad, but I don't really care too much about it. Later down the line we can get some really good support items for the stuff that we want to craft through blacksmithing. And that will give us some really good health and mana bonuses. I could try and loot this. I'm not entirely sure if I'm far away from everybody. Yeah, that person's definitely going to see me.
Trading from here. Looks like you've drummed up a good deal of business. If I may, the Travelers could use someone of your skill. Have you spoken with Grim Onwing? You really should.
But yeah, this guy will buy my stuff even if I stole it from somebody else. Also, this is already giving me enough money for the trainer, which is really good. So let's go through here, and then we should be further down south. I don't think if I don't know if going through Hexy is the best idea here. Although we ended up on this end, which is really nice. So I did need to go through the troll area. We are just on the outside here. Also, that's the same guy that we just talked to on the north end. Some more stuff to sell. I'm gonna keep that one to disassemble. Anything in here? So let's see. Hope there won't be another ambush if the game likes to do that. Oh, some peasant stuff. I have to put that away after the episode. That's all currently getting collected in my house in Kenarok, and there's going to be another thieves camp later down the line that takes it. Greater healing potion. Although honestly I'm not entirely sure if I really should take those quests, because basically they go on forever. There's no like, give me 20, 50, whatever, and when you are done with this, it's just gonna keep going. But yeah, we made it into the sheet. Sheet? Seed? Whatever. They pronounce it really weirdly and far different from how it's written. But yeah, this is a dangerous area, but one that I need to get through in order to get to the first big city here. But yeah, that's the quest done. Anything else to do here? Nope. We're not going to the DLC quest yet, that's kind of out of question here. There's another guy here, but yeah, this area is something to properly explore once I'm higher level. Currently I'm just going to do the bare minimum to get through here and into the big city. But we might also have a little chat with the guys over here. I mean, there is a blacksmithing table and like 2 quests which I don't really want to take right now. There's some cool stuff potentially for later. But yeah, this is a decent fast travel point, so good to have that one unlocked. Don't know what I was looking for in there, but might be better that we just leave it alone for now. Some stuff over here. Okay, those seem to be, that seems to be a bar guest. That's nothing too bad, but I also don't want to run into him. Might be 2 of them. So let's just try and find the entry point to Isa. It should be somewhere over here, so just to the east. I also like that while these areas in this game are all currently still part of the same biome, it's gonna take to go into a completely different area to see another style of landscape. But yeah, despite being overall in the same biome, they are still somewhat different. Oh god. Okay, how many do I have to deal with? The sprites are also coming in, so I guess we better do this. Okay, trying to get them all down might not work after all, but I should be able to at least deal with most of them. I would love to get the barges as well. Come on, let me go to the boggart and... at least take out most of the enemies like that. Also a good amount of XP we get that way. I need to be like level 9 in order to get decent gear that I can craft myself. I think I tried that out an episode or 2 ago and I was not high enough level to even use the stuff that I can make right now. So leveling up is definitely a good thing right now, and I mean, there's gonna be even more powerful stuff later down the line. Okay. I think this is the path I need to take here. Yep. Doesn't really open yet, so let's talk to the Fae.
You are a curious creature. creature. Merely a child of dust, and yet something about you is new. You must be the one that Niralim has sensed. Have you come to enter the great city of Isa?
Yeah, not even going to ask what's Isa, but yeah, I want to enter.
Then
Please.
you will need the blessing of Niralim, and he's been expecting you since you set foot in his forest.
Okay, but where is he?
You can find Niralim's lantern-clad boughs to the southwest. Have no fear, for you are already known and welcome in his realm. Speak with Niralim.
Okay, we got a new quest here. Another thing I wanted to talk about, because that's something that I only realized after the last episode. I always had the feeling that the game is, while doing a pretty good thing about the questing overall, or more like just having a good amount of quests and everything, I always felt like the whole thing was lacking in a way. And it's not even that the quests are boring or mundane or anything. They are actually having good stories behind them. There are different activities here and there, despite it all being mostly combat focused. And at least the storytelling behind them gives solid reasoning on why you are supposed to do something. I mean, the polar opposite would be something like Destiny, or Destiny 2 specifically, where you just get a bunch of chain quests without really any rhyme or reason why anything needs to be done. Just say do this and you'll get a reward at the end. So, while I like that part, and honestly looking back at it, coming back for a full playthrough here, I think this is even a stronger part than I initially remembered. I think where it really falls flat is, I mean, first of the facial animations. That's just really not great, and it wasn't even great for the time when the game came out. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. Let's try and find another path through. But I think it's also due to the amount of stuff that's in the game. First up, everything in there is going to be a bit more forgettable just because there is so much of it. If you had like one really strong storyline and then maybe a few other ones here and there, that would be a different story. But if you have just so much going on, you're always going to end up forgetting about some of the things later down the line. And that's fully alright. There's nothing bad about that one. I think just with the overall amount of content in total, it's... well... what the hell is that up there? Oh, also I should keep moving, I'm being followed by enemies. I think they just don't really... I don't know what the hell the camera is doing right there. I think the game is having a bit of a problem that they just didn't really have the time to flesh out some of the smaller storylines as much as they needed to. For example, like last episode, the PTSD one, having a bit more dialogue would definitely help there. But we didn't get that, so it just... yeah, it falls a bit short in that regard, because the dude basically, in order for the storyline to work out, needs to come up with a few reasons on why he didn't go back to his wife initially, and then needs to make a
Closer, little curiosity.
like a full turnaround that within a few sentences. And yeah, if it was meant to be a more major storyline, then it would also get a bit more space to breathe and yeah, be a bit more in-depth and emotional due to that. Anyway, so I'll talk a bit more about that, but let's get into this whole thing.
Here you are, at last. Rest beneath the world tree's boughs, quickling, and I may study you.
Why would you study me?
You are something new, and it has been many ages since I have seen a quickling who has learned to be new. New things bring both wonder and danger. Such newness must be nurtured, given fertile ground, and allowed to bloom. And if you are indeed a wondrous new thing, I would allow you to walk in the gardens of Issa, the home of the Summer Fae.
What are you?
Look around you, and I am all that you can see. My roots spread across Dalantarth. My leaves read the winds from Frostbrine Coast to Alabastra. My family and I circle this world. We were saplings when your kind emerged from the dark, and we will grow with you until this world burns once again.
Okay, may I enter Issa? I have no idea what this is supposed to mean. This sounds really bad, like arrogant.
Many seek to enter the last bastion of the Fae, but in these times, few quicklings are worthy. The time of the Fae is passing. I must shelter them in their twilight and protect them from the corruption that spreads in their kin to the east.
I think this is supposed to come later in the conversation. Nobody brought up Prismare yet, but here we are.
Prismare is a crystal, powerful and prized by your kind. With it, what you call magic becomes even more potent. Prismare is dangerous to the Fae. It fuels Gadflow's madness as well as his army's bloodlust and power. Issa and the Summer Fae have been spared its touch. For now.
Prismare is also going to be the top level material for a lot of weapons and potentially even armor. Yeah. What sort of corruption?
While the Summer Fae of Issa fade, their winter cousins are burning in a sea of fire. They are not content to pass peacefully. They will take all with them. Issa's end has always been certain, buried beneath their Prismare blades. I can only hold back the tide, but perhaps you can change the currents. Where you tread, you mark all you touch. Before I would help you, I must know, will you be a kind gardener or a careless reaper?
I think this would be the point to bring up Prismare, but yeah, that's already done. But yeah, I can change Issa's fate. Let's go with that.
Yes, but will it be for the better? I cannot stop you from trying, but perhaps I can guide your efforts. A tribe of trolls has been corrupted with Prismare. Their matriarch, Nash, has united the clans in the first step on the path of Dalantarth's demise. But your path is your own now. Defeat Nash. Remove the taint of Prismare. Then I shall see who you are. If not, who you will become.
Okay. So we now gotta defeat a troll. Potentially multiple. I don't know if it was a good idea to take the quest yet. I mean, if I wanna get into Issa, I need to do this, but might still be a bit early. I'll try regardless. I think there was also at least one stone over here. That one. So let's take that one and listen to what this thing has to say.
She sought to bring the light of truth, to save a village plagued, to find a cure for them, her quest, the Maid of Windermere, her test. She faced the evil maid enraged, she trembled with her wrath. Undo your evil magic now, or I will end this tale, I vow.
Okay, we need to get over here, and you know what, let's just... I could go full web world, but I got the idea that this might be quicker. I don't know if any of these paths are viable for me. There might be some really tough enemies ahead. Like, Hexy is inhospitable at the best of times. Another thingy magic there. But yeah, they are doing a lot of world building with these things. And the Maid of Windermere, that's going to become very important later down the line. So this isn't all for naught. This is just really building up some stuff for future stories. I mean, stories later in this game.
The story of two valiant souls I bring. Of the lords named Aylmer and Creth I sing. Two hearts united against common foes. The thoughts in mind of one the other knows. Lord Creth, of Fey Knights most stoic and grave. Lord Aylmer's knight hand and shadow, the brave. And genteel Aylmer, his equal in might, the dawn to Creth's dust, the day to fight. Here's the tale of how they stopped a troll. The Maid of Windermere misled its soul.
See, and there she is again. Okay, level up. Okay, I almost don't want to do that because I think I can now put in higher level skill points. But that's really only good once I get the missing trainers and everything. Because basically if I add another level here, I won't be able to use the basic trainers anymore. They only go from 0 to 3. So cannot do anything here with these two, but maybe I mean dispelling neither. I need to keep these at 2 points maximum until I have at least one of the basic trainers. Ideally I then get 2. But maybe let's go with alchemy, get a few more items here and there. Because I've been failing to harvest most reagents, and that's going to increase the likelihood. Finesse. I might do this so I can go to 13 with both. That might not be the worst idea. I kind of want to move away from Fey Blades. Maybe once I get the level 9 level up, then I will be able to really get into bows. So that might be okay. Let's see, do I get anything new here? Nope. Also my inventory is half full again. That's not really amazing. Oh god, that's a lot of sprites right there. Especially with a champion. That's going to buff everybody else there, which is a problem. Oh god, Borgarts as well. God. And a troll on top. That's part of my quest, but can you not right now? I'm just going to try and do some damage. Hard to really take out anybody, focus on them. Just gonna do a bit of chip damage here and there until they start falling. I'm not entirely sure if fire damage is exactly great with Fire Sprite. Okay, something fell. Okay, I think the boggarts are dead. Okay, that one is also almost down. Might as well go for the kill. Yeah, that one is definitely resisting fire damage. At least the troll didn't join in the fight. Still at the entrance. Okay, 2 for 1. Whew. That took a few health potions. I should maybe go back to settlement and sell some stuff before going in there. Acquire a few more health potions, that kind of thing. First we have to deal with this dude. Maybe I should have saved in between the fights while I have a chance. Oh god. Also gotta be careful, there is some attack from the troll where he will first... Yeah, I definitely need to repair here. Where he will first smack down with his club and then do a side swipe. So just dodging and standing right next to him is not a good idea. Might be another troll type that does it, I don't know. There are multiple trolls and they don't look too different from each other when or at least as much as I remember. That was very close. Yeah, I don't think I'm really supposed to do this yet. But I want to get into Isa. I almost thought I'd die there. That was too greedy. That was way too greedy. I might keep those for disassembly. Might keep that one for disassembly. And a minor healing potion. But yeah, I think we should have a fast travel point to this place now. And therefore I can just go to another place first and then come back. I don't want to go in there right now. That was scary. Okay, we might just go back to Dyden Hill.
Step into the forest.
Whew. That was a lot.
Can I help you? Interested in blacksmithing or alchemy?
Okay, 4 items isn't really all that much.
You're welcome to our equipment. Come back anytime.
Anything good to salvage here? I mean... steel mid, that's not that amazing. Simple chef, but 3 of them, okay. Prodigy's armor, improved sage bindings, that's a good one. Improved hardened grip might also be decent. Fine elm stuff, weak rivets, yeah, I can do without that. Let's see, can I maybe make some potions here? Minor healing potion, I mean I have enough for a few. So that's not too bad.
Can I help? You're always...
Do you have anything else to sell here? Consumables. Magic amplification. Yeah, I'll just buy the healing potions. Minor blacksmith craft should give me some thing here, some temporary skill levels. That's what I mean.
Welcome at the crafters. Come back anytime.
Oh yeah, I also need to repair. Don't forget about that one. That would be tragic. Repair all.
But who else will keep them
Well, I should get enough items in the next quest in order to get enough money for the trainer. At the very least. But yeah, here we go back to Hexy Dam. I mean, for right now it doesn't get much better than what we have. So I don't know if we are good here, but we are going to try.
But Niralim has guided me to assist you. Or perhaps to watch you instead. Either way, we hunt Narsh together. Come with me. Return
Yeah.
to the hunt.
And at least we don't need to face this alone. Azorite longsword. Yeah, gonna keep it. I wanna disassemble that. That would be a good one for components. If I can get the blade. So, from what I remember doing this the last time, and this was one of the last things that I did with my
Organized, and even the largest clans never dig this deep.
with my other character. Nash is going to be a major boss, and I'll be doing well holding on to my ultimate for that. And that's not Nash, that's gonna be quite a bit later in the cave. Discovered hidden object. I got bigger problems right now. Oh god, they are mostly killing me with one hit. So trying to avoid getting hit is going to be very important here. I just try doing my dagger attack because that's a really good one right now. A lot of fields don't do much damage to them, it seems. But that one... yeah. That's how it's done. Studded leather, that's high level leather armor. So we are really getting into that whole thing there, but I don't really need that right now. Melee block efficacy, ooh. I mean, yeah, of course, I'm going to take that. Just a straight up upgrade to what I have. Might be good to sell those. Cannot equip it. And of course we are going to take care of the crab. Are you coming, please? I don't want to do this alone. There's another crab over there. I'm sorry, but gotta at least get some easy kills here. I hope that doesn't taint my evaluation with Niralim in the end. Okay, to Alpha, that's definitely adding insult to injury, and they have Prismare weapons, from what I can tell. And that's the archer done with, or at least one of them. These are at least far less dangerous than the trolls, but yeah, my companion is down. Should be standing up again, not a problem. I just hope that whatever Niralim talked about regarding the Prismare tainting the fate doesn't apply to one that's just getting hit with a sword. Ah, there she is.
We hunt tainted prey. Return to
Oh
the
yeah, and that's also the same Fae that was at the entrance to Isa. And I get that cut for myself. But yeah, one thing I was talking about before regarding the questing in this game. I mean, these kind of quests that are part of the main one, they feel a bit better in my opinion. Not that the other ones are bad, but yeah, just the overall amount. Still, just in terms of the basic way everything works, it's not like World of Warcraft or something where you're just really getting bargain basement kind of quests. There are games that do far worse in that regard, just kill so and so many enemies and maybe even not kill something, but get... Or you have to get some sort of loot drop from them, which is a rare one. And doesn't happen even all the time. So I think overall this game is doing pretty well, even though I wish they could have spent a bit more time with some of more emotional beats and give that more time to breathe. Although I gotta say, I appreciate efficient writing. So I wouldn't want it to be drawn out for some sort of side quest here and there. And there's definitely a balance to be held for all of that to work out. So get to the point, get the main thing across without being overly elaborate. I think some of the parts here really needed a bit more time. Also, another problem with this game compared to something like Baldur's Gate, for example. In Baldur's Gate you have a lot of reoccurring characters, and therefore they can put in a bit more time into each of them. And even give them some character arcs and that kind of thing. And with how this game works out, it's... I mean, in Baldur's Gate, you have your different acts, and a lot of NPCs move along with you through the acts, and that doesn't work in a game like this, where the world is basically static and you can return to higher stages. So yeah, there are a few things that you can do with a different kind of setting that does really work with this fully open world. Apart from a very few dungeons, there isn't really anything that you can't ever go back to once you've finished it. The tutorial dungeon where you get out of the well, that's one that you cannot get back into. Apart from that, a lot of these things are areas you can get, you can go back and forth in. Ooh, that was a close one. Maybe that additional attack from the club only happens with the mountain trolls, I'm not entirely sure. But seems like these guys are not doing it. Or maybe they only unlock it if I'm at the right level. Might also be something for them. Did Faye just kill one of the Tuatha? Okay, come charging. Yeah, he got maybe frozen a bit too early. I don't know what this is, but it happens sometimes. Okay, crude Azrael Longsword. I'm going to take that as well. Great healing potion. Much appreciated. I don't think I really have enough health for greater healing potions to make much sense, but I mean, I'm gonna take them. Might also be a good idea to save in between the battles, just so that I don't end up running into bigger problems here. I'm pretty sure the last time I did this quest I was higher level. But it might have been a case where both of these are still within the level range for this kind of battle. Ouch! Okay, definitely wanna avoid those attacks in the future. Gotta be careful. I'm glad that my companion is taking some of the heat at least. You know what the funny thing is? I did this same quest rather recently and I still managed to completely forget about this one. Like, I knew that there were some steps involved in getting into Isa, but I completely forgot that, yeah, you're gonna have to go in here and defeat trolls and such. Okay, those guys are sprinting for a long time. Another healing potion. Try this. Doesn't really seem to do much, but hey, maybe I can finish him off. Okay, that's one of them dead. Down to the last one. Never mind, add one troll. At least I managed to get rid of the other guys before the troll really attacked. Maybe I should try the ground stomping thing on that. Out of mine now. Didn't really seem to do much anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the attack that should have a side swipe thingy. Okay, here we go. Another thing that I've noticed with this game, which I'm a bit confused by, there are a lot of enemies that have spears. We've seen some of the Tuatha carry them as well. And I wish we could have them for our own, but yeah, we don't get them for some reason. I mean, the game has a rather rigid structure. 3 different types of skills with finesse, might and sorcery. And then also 3 different weapons for each, plus 1 armor set, and yeah, I guess there wasn't any more space in that design philosophy. Bandit's greatsword. I mean, it's a greatsword, so it's heavy and slow, and I don't really want that. Oh, there's also a treasure sack right here and quite a bit of stuff. Okay, I'm definitely going to equip that. More Azurite Fey Blades. We're looking pretty good here. Okay, I hope we are getting closer to the end of the quest. There's another group ahead, so I'm going to save again.
Looks like the Tuatha have been working here for a long time. If they've come this far inland, Fey and mortal alike are in great...
Yeah, I'm just going to attack the troll right away. Oh, I hit that fully into the barrier. Okay, let's see if I can get that guy dealt with. Ooh, that was out of left field. I don't know why he's standing around like that. That's the wrong person. Okay, one of them is dead. Good job, team. Yeah, that troll apparently has some issues. Seems to be a bit pacified. There he goes. I would rather take out the mage first. Okay, here we go. Jesus. Oh. Careful. Another one of these. Ah, no more mana. Okay, just take a bit more damage and then you should be done with. Ha! Okay, that was greedy, but in a more calculated way. I don't like the daytime-nighttime things, that's just unreliable, especially underground. Okay, let's get a bit more gold, loot all the stuff here, while my companion hopefully recovers.
Return to the hunt.
Okay, will do. I'll just wait for you. Raimi hammer, I mean... nah. Chance to burn enemies when attacked. Okay, that's something that... Wow, I don't remember ever seeing that one. Brilliant Shackworms. 15% mana regen. Yeah, I'm going to keep that and... I mean... I'm going to actually equip that because that's better than what I'm carrying. But later I'll also try and disassemble it, I think. Helm of Flame, bleeding damage, I mean... yeah. 14 might. One too short. I'm definitely at 13 right now, if I remember correctly. Let's just carry it along. I don't think I'll be switching to it, but better have than not. The thing is with fire and ice or even lightning resistance, I don't know of too many enemies that do that. I mean, mages, yeah. But for the most part, it's more like poison resistance that I could really use. You still down?
We hunt tainted prey.
Yeah, but do you even still hunt, or what's up with you? Yeah. Did I break her by talking to her while she was out? That might be a problem. Okay, this looks like the end. I hope I can just use my ultimate and not have to worry about too much here. Oh, there's also a little area. Come on, give me something useful. Nope. Nope. I mean, yeah, but hopefully won't need it. Ice aversion, once again, those resistances don't mean too much to me. Knight's Medallion, 30 health. 5% damage, 5% damage resistance. Yeah, I'm going to put that on. You can immediately see how it changed my health bar. Gonna have to fill that up again. Okay, just so that I don't have to do that again, let's just save once more.
Prismere. What have the Tuatha done to her?
Oh, look who's... Yeah, so much about her. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna do much more for me here. Let's just do this quickly, hopefully. Giving it my best attack. Oh! That was the wrong direction. I even accidentally took a health potion right before that. Okay, maybe loading fix solar, I hope. Nope.
Tread softly. We hunt tainted prey.
Yeah,
Return to
tread
the
softly, don't step on me, I guess. So, she's supposed to be helpful here.
Prismere. What have the Tuatha done to her?
What have the Tuatha done to you? Okay, you know what? It's time to do something that I don't do very often. Bleeding resistance, health regen potion, that's a good one. Mana regen potion, damage deflection, mage bane, whatever. I'm just gonna drink everything here. Poison damage, slashing fury, steel curtain, venom guard I don't need right now. Okay, we now have 9 different active effects, which should hopefully make this a bit easier. Definitely the health regen helping out quite a bit. So much about the side swiping. Still taking a health potion because that was close. And most of them are out already. But yeah, remember that side swiping action that I talked about? This one does it. Okay, gotta be careful here. I wonder if killing Nash will make that face stand up again. I'm not entirely sure. Oof, damn it, I even took a health potion and it wasn't enough. Well, at least we can now rest together. Bloody hell. I should stop pressing that button.
What have the Tuatha done to her?
It's on the left shoulder button and I'm just accidentally hitting it. You know what? Potions. Bleeding resistance. Health regen potion. Mana regen. Flesh Eater. I don't think that necessarily does anything for me right now, but it's such a weird potion. Slashing through steel curtain and all of that. Oof. Fuck! Also, I gotta say, that arena feels almost too small.
Prismere. What have the Tuatha done to her?
Okay, we might be here for a while. Healing resistance, health regen, damage deflection. Serpent's Venom, Slashing Fury, Steel Curtain, and that should be it. Let's now make the most out of it. And you know what? We're just going to go right into this. Come on. Okay. So that was just everything combined. Okay, definitely wanna disassemble those. I think I need the money more than that item. Essence of Fate, by the way, can also be put into a potion later down the line.
Tread softly. Narsha's pain is no more thanks to you. Miralyn will want to speak with you immediately.
It's more like, did you miss anything lying down there?
Curious one. Tread softly.
Yeah, tread softly on her. Okay, but I think we are going to wait until we hit or really get into it. So we're gonna wait with that until the next episode. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, where the ultimate didn't do the trick, where the potions didn't do the trick, combining the two was just enough. So yeah, as always, have a good one, and until next time, bye bye.